a very good wrestler. Sorry,
Yes.
excuse me. Avery Good.
Avery Good, yeah.
versus Timothy
Unfortunately, this edit does not have him unmasked as he has been when he's working the Avery Good gimmick. But yeah, the former Dasher Hatfield turned a very good professional wrestler. He's been showing up on Dark and Elevation as an enhancement talent lately as Avery Good. "14-year pro. He has appeared in the ECWA Super 8 tournament the last couple of years. He's the inaugural Camp Leapfrog champion. Had a pretty good match with Warhorse for the IWTV title back in August of 2020. But he's now he's got to deal with Timothy Thatcher.
Well, here's the truth. Avery Good is truly a very good wrestler.
Yes.
As is Timothy Thatcher, who could have been also a good coach, but well, budget
Not
cuts.
so much. Apparently, during at the end of the men's rumble, they evacuated that section first before they set off the pyro, rather than the other way around like they did the first time.
Like just in case.
And it caught on fire again. Yeah.
It seemed like anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong.
Pretty much.
But it feels like so much more could have gone wrong.
I mean, it looked like in the moment that the biggest issue they were going to have for the night was a wardrobe malfunction from Dewdrop.
Yeah.
But then, nope. Actual fire.
Actual fire, yeah.
Twice.
Yeah,
also,
like,
I enjoy at Tiger Driver.
Time.
I enjoy Tiger Driver 9X's tweet. I'm going to censor it, but why the blank would you show the replay? Just lie,
Just
man.
lie.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I had when Chikara had when it was still seen in better times before those who were in charge kind of ruined it for everybody. Although I will say, I don't let a couple of bad apples ruin what good came out of a majority of the talent in that roster. And I'll leave the other ones unnamed because I don't need to talk about them.
Yes, yeah, but the less said about them, the better.
But Dasher Hatfield was one of my highlights of that promotion, and having interviewed him at the reunion show, as it were, the comeback show, a couple of years ago, where Eddie Kingston was in the main event against Icarus for the championship.
Icarus, he had the worst back tattoo in wrestling.
Oh God, sorry, man. Great wrestler, but dude. But Dasher Hatfield, as he was part of the Throwbacks, and he was really getting, really building up a little bit more popularity with his the Hatfield family video blog. And what a wonderful family. I mean, yes, everyone is looking like a masked baseball head, but that aside, beautiful children. One of my favorite spots in a Dasher Hatfield match, multi-man tag in Chikara. I went to a wrestling match and a baseball game broke out. And Colt
I
Cabana,
remember that. I've seen video of that.
Just what all pretense dropped, the announcer going into baseball commentary mode in the spot.
Yeah, Chikara was fun with stuff like that, like the night that the Osirian portal hypnotized the entire locker room into dancing. Chuck Taylor with his hand grenades.
Oh yeah. The Chuck Taylor hand grenade is still one of the most dangerous moves in pro wrestling.
Oh yeah. Oh,
but when Dasher Hatfield would round the bases, it's a dangerous time.
Flapjack almost into a power bomb from Dasher there.
I always love that when the crowd would get would get in on the joke of any match, that like they would kind of like break, the world. Especially when the slow motion spots would happen.
The slow motion cheering would happen.
With just 1, 2. Speaking of which, no, not enough.
2 count there from Avery Good.
Thatch, as Thatch can in his pro wrestling style, he lost. He fought so hard he lost teeth in the beginning of his NXT run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I still can't believe WWE let him go.
It's so like, okay, I get it if you don't think like you can use them on television, but
sure.
How do you let someone like him go when he could be such a great coach?
Yep. Well, that's the same way like John Morrison. Like, I figured he was a lifer and he was just gonna transition into that coach role when he retired.
Nope.
Scotty Too Hotty had retired into being a coach.
And then he just didn't want to be a part of it anymore.
And then, yeah. Which, I mean, I can't really blame him, considering that, everything that he had helped to build was destroyed, basically.
But will Avery Good hit a home run against Timothy Thatcher tonight?
Roll up there from Thatch.
I think, I was pleased that Avery took the request of I asked, like, hey, can Dasher show up a little bit? He was like, yeah, we'll work it out.
For you, Mike, anything.
Yeah. Threw me the jersey as I was walking out the hallway. Hey, kid.
Did you have to share a Coke with him or anything?
No, it turns out he's a Pepsi guy.
Oh. A man of discerning taste.
Yeah, interesting.
I've always been a Pepsi over Coke, but Coke products over Pepsi products.
But when you go to a restaurant and they tell you, like, they don't have one, but they have the other, which are you more upset about them not having?
I prefer Pepsi, but if someplace has Coke, I'm like, okay, well, everybody has Coke, so I'm not too terribly upset about it. What bugs me is when they have either, but they don't have the equivalent cherry version.
Or if you go to the South, it's just all Coke.
Or it's all Coke. That's very true.
Like,
yeah.
Can I get a Coke? Yeah, we have Pepsi, we've got Mountain Dew, we've got, like, well, wait a minute.
So no, then.
So no. It's like, well, you don't understand.
You have a fundamental misunderstanding of what Coke is.
Although my cousins from Canada, they used to like have fun. Like, hey, Mike, you want to mess with the waiter and ask for a pop?
Oh, pop is very much a Michigan thing.
Yeah, it's right in that upper section of the Midwest into the Canadian border.
Yep. Yeah, I had to train myself to stop saying pop, but yeah, definitely it is pop in Michigan. I mean, to the point where, I mean, I know it's a joke, the ICP with their Faygo, but like Faygo legitimately has a drink called Red Pop,
right?
Which is delicious, by the way. But I guess the closest outside of Michigan equivalent I can think of would be like a Cheerwine. But
oh wow!
But it's different. but it's that same sort of drink. I wonder if you can get Faygo like delivered. That was always my go-to after Little League games. I always had Faygo products at the concession stand. Big top rope splash from Avery, good, and that does it.
A very good splash turns into a very good win
from a
for
very good
Avery Good.
professional wrestler.